Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. We're playing Green Cities. Okay, in the last episode I showed you the concept of what I wanted to do as the interchange. And this is the finished product. So I've spent a little bit of time to just kind of clean it up and sort it out. But this is a custom built interchange for our purpose. So we've got some big movements in certain directions and we have built the interchange accordingly. Okay, so let me go through what we've done. This is kind of almost a standard cloverleaf interchange. This is kind of the main highway, and so our access off of that is off of like service roads to limit the interaction on the main highway itself. Then our big movement is for these guys to go in this direction to feed into this area and to that area over there, and then of course to come back. And that's joining that. What I've also done is, we remember this bridge we built over here between the industrial area to go over here. So what I've done is I've kind of tied these together into the interchange. So off of the same service road that we would use to get off and go this way and go that way and get these guys to go in here, we've added an extra off ramp or a ramp on the ramp to go over here, off ramp, to get to this road and go into the industrial area. We've also allowed these guys to come in from this side and make their way into this industrial area, so they don't have to actually track all the way through this and then potentially go here and cut across, or go in here and go in there, so they can make a shortcut into that area. At the same time, in order to accommodate this traffic flow through here, we've upgraded this road and we've coordinated signals all around here so that this all flows as one big movement, right, just so that we can maintain traffic movement through there. So in this episode, now that I've showed you that, so if you've got any comments on this, if you like what I've done over here, hit that like button, leave me a comment, tell me what you think of this. Obviously we've got two lanes making this movement as our big movement that ties in over here, and we've got some appropriate laning arrangements over here, so that's pretty good. We've got the clover leaf and all of these access ramps, so that's just generally what we've done. So yeah, as I said, please leave me some comments, tell me what you think of this interchange. Do you like it? Would you like to see some more of these custom built interchanges for the purpose that we need? We will certainly be doing some in this series. This one's a bit more generic but still fairly custom built. And so in this episode, what are we going to do? We're going to start filling in the rest of this a little bit. So what I mentioned is, over here I want to do a suburb, but first things first, over here I would like to squeeze in some farming land. Okay, so if we do say something like that, we'll do a little bit like that, right? See if that actually, I'm not a big fan of what we're doing over there. We'll get back to that, see if we need to change that up. Is there so this is our, so what I will do is I'm just going to do a few of these straight sections through there, right? So I'll do one there, actually maybe we'll tie those up together over there. We'll do something like that, tie that in. We'll do something like this and tie that in. Yeah, perfect. I think that's okay. So let's see about actually making use of this area, and I want to do something over here. So I'm not too fussed by it being perfect, but this does seem to look a little bit funny, I must say. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to be our farming land. Maybe we can add a little bit like that and do something like that. So this is going to be kind of our farming district. So let's make sure to call that. So let's pause it for a second, and while we paint that area. Fawn district is a farm district. The fawn district is a farm district. So give me this, give me that. So first things first, let's see about power. Where do we have power? We've got power running all the way over here. So let's just extend power to run through through that area. And then the other thing we want to do is grab the water. Water is going to be a little bit easier, so we'll just kind of extend the water through here, and we can do something like that and something like that, and even do a little bit of a tie-in over here and over there. Okay, fine. So that's going to give us our water. So that's been done. So what I'm going to do, right, I'm not going to zone much on here, but what we'll do is let's get ourselves zoned up over this area. Like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in a little bit of this over there, like a few shops and stuff. Then let's do this side. Not that. I'm gonna do this and that and that and that and that and that. Fill in most of this for a bit of a farming area. Hopefully that's sufficient. And I'm gonna, yeah, let's fill in most of this too, and it's even up over there, and even maybe that's a little bit overkill. Let's not go all the way up there. And same over here. I'm gonna want to do a bit of this. Let's not do that. Let's fill that in over there, and even on this one over here. So let's see about that. Okay, that's it. The next thing I want to do is start creating a bit of a kind of a suburb. Okay, so from a suburb point of view, I'll grab some of this. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to do something. Let's do something like that. I'm going to want to grid the suburbs a little bit. Okay, in this kind of situation, I would like, yeah, I think the suburbs in this kind of situation is worth a bit more of a grid pattern. We could even extend it straight on like that. And then that needs to become, we'll pop a signal in there, right? Oops, wrong button. Okay, so this is where suburbs tend to be more gridded, especially like these kind of outskirts suburbs. They just work better if they've got a bit of a grid pattern to them. So let's run our first sections. So like a 3 over there. Now, in order for us to do, we want to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in some commercial over here. Also we need some community facilities, so let's be very sure to pop in a school right in the corner over there. We're going to want a police station. Let's build a big one, and let's build, I don't want that, I want the big one. Build a big police station over there. From a hospital point of view, I'm not going to build the big boy hospital. I want to do like let's just do a doctor's office over here. But I think I'm going to do the big boy fire station, just because this area is in need of a bit of fire protection. Okay, so that gives us a little bit to go on. We've filled in that. Let's fill in some more. Yes, and that kind of reminds me of something. Let's be sure to leave some room for paths. Okay, so let's pop that out of there. So be sure to do that, and we'll be sure to run that one through there before these get filled in. I want to make sure we grab this and pop in something over there, so at least there's a bit of walkability through there. Okay, so we've got some of that popping in. Let's add a little bit of this. So large playground. Let's just do a that's not bad. Let's pop in that and see how that goes for us. Yeah. That area that actually fits quite well in that spot. Water we've never actually extended through here, so let's make sure to run the water in here. Like that, and that's probably not great. Let's just run it straight down the middle there. Yeah, there we go. All of that's being sorted out. We've got industrial demand, but for some reason not really taking shape over here. Right, so suburbs is starting to fill in ever so slowly. So have the ability to get in all directions from this side over here. They can go across into this area on this side. I'm liking all of what we're getting. I filled in all of this, right? Interesting that I'm not seeing anything. The one thing that we probably need to add over here is a bit of a garbage facility. So how shall we do that though? Shall we just pop it along here? I think that's okay. Let's pop a garbage facility along there. It's not the end of the world to have that. So why is this area not filling in? Oh, there it goes, like clockwork. Okay, now this one, oh, I've already popped in that one, so let's see about getting this one filled in a little bit. And I'm thinking first step is I fill in these, and we'll start getting that run through there. Okay, that's that. Let's get some water connected over here. Fill in our water connections. Nice, so that's up and running. Okay, the only thing we don't have over here is we do not have any power. What? I need water? Wow, I didn't even realize we haven't connected that up there. So let's do that, get some water over there. So we've got some farming going on over here with some little bit of commercial activity. We've got, this actually fits in quite well, I would think. Got this suburb running. Okay, so now shall we be very sure to switch that back on. Shall we look at something like that? Okay, and looks a little bit funny. We can probably do a little bit better than that. If we do something like this and we squeeze that one straight there, or not even, we'll grab that one and we run through there, right? That's a little bit more interesting. Whether that is interesting enough, I don't quite know. But we can fill in some more action over there. What I also want to do is let's do this as like a bit of a commercial square right in there. I would also like to add a little bit more in the line of this. Oh, that's pretty good. This is was this again? This is the horse riding stables, and out here in the farming district is the perfect spot for that, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, somewhere out here. That's great, I like it. Horse riding stables. Yeah, that makes sense. That's where you would get something like that. Beach volleyball, tennis courts. Anything else of interest? Track and field, a swimming pool. Wow, that swimming pool is not great. What else? What else do we have over here? What's that? Like a modular bus station. This one? Oh, can that actually squeeze in here? If we do that, does that actually fit there? It seems fitting. It really does. Good stuff. I think that fits quite well. And I'll fill in the rest of this as kind of a spark, and then what we need to do is let's fill in some more of this residential area. Nice, it's looking good. No water over here. Okay, water sorted. These guys, I filled in some stuff, but it's not quite happening yet. What I do, however, need over here would be a bit of a localized fire station. Local fire station. Well, we've got one on that side. If I pop one over here, got a fair bit of access right there, so I want to do that. It, however, does not have water here. Okay, so water should be sorted out. However, power is still of a problem, of concern. Why are you not having water? Are we out of water? Water availability seems good. Oh, I see. Okay, that should be sorted. Let's grab this and see about cutting across here, doing a straight line up there, over here, and cutting in there, so give that some power. Oh, the stuff that I did miss out on was the death care. Let's get the death care in here. Make sure we get that up and running. Get that sorted out. Our suburbs are looking pretty nice. Let's make sure to extend the suburbs to this side. This side I'm actually gonna run up to there. Let's run the same thing over here. Let's do that, and let's see about adding that one in there. Now let's see. Add a few lines. That's not bad. Get something like that up and running over here. Excellent, some more interesting suburb type shapes that we're doing over here. Let's be sure to start filling that in. Let's get some water over here, run the water connections through. here and over there, and that should be all of that. Nice, so the water is connected, we've got the power connected in this area, so let's run some more suburbs in here. Like that. Like that. Nice, nice. This one has to be a suburb too. Like this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some commercial all around this outside of this. No, this side is better suited for suburbs. This, however, can be pretty decent commercial areas. More suburbs, more suburbs. Like so, like so. And a little tad more commercial over there. Yeah, right, that's filling in nicely. I like the idea of the suburbs that we're squeezing in over here. Tons more workers required to work the farming areas. And then let's switch this bad boy on to see if this is gonna generate us some stuff. Okay, since this is what I want to do is I want to do two sections of. No, I don't want to do residential in here. It's not ideal. If anything, I need to do a bit of high density residential in a spot over here. No, I don't want to do high density residential. It's not suited for the area. I'm not going to do it. They need workers. They'll get workers. The elementary school is operating. Are there some other services that's required over here? Yes, of course, public transport is a requirement. Is this getting busy? Or everybody's just trying to get onto the highway over here? Commercial, though. Commercial. Can we squeeze in? You know what? This area looks tedious to me. So what I want to do, I'm going to squeeze some commercial in here. Just like that. Let's see if we do that. See how that goes. It'll just make this road a little bit more interesting. We don't have it up against the intersection, so that'll be helpful. We can park up these areas right over here. So let me do indeed grab some stuff. Actually, is there a bit of a park arrangement that can work for us over here? Let's do that. That looks decent. We can now even start filling in the rest of that. So if I do this and I say, yeah, grab that, and I'll say, ooh, that's not good. Okay, let's do that. Let's pop out that one over there. Let's grab the next kind of big tree that we want to have a look at. Something else, maybe a little bit more tree kind of things. Nice, look at that. Everything here is upgrading like crazy now. Over here they've got something going on. Perfect. Nice, that'll fill out quite well. This section of road has got a bit of commercial action going on over there. Is education a problem? Let's have a quick look. What is our high school? We've got plenty of availability of all our education methods, so certainly not the biggest of deals. Public transport is a next thing for us, but I don't think I'm gonna focus on public transport in this iteration. Got that big boy over there, so that should get these guys picked up quite quickly. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, the suburb is popping in over here. I'm just a little bit intrigued by the fact that there's not enough workers in here, but there is very little demand for residential. That is the thing that I'm finding a little intriguing. Oh, and we have run out of sewage capacity, so we need to sort ourselves out a little bit with that. Interesting. Shall we squeeze in one over there and then just make sure that to connect our pipes up here? I think that's probably a sufficient use of it. Is that fairly busy? No, they're doing their thing, doing the cargo hub is doing its thing. Are we seeing some trains coming in here? Not really. You should be sorting out all of that. Yeah, no problems. No problems whatsoever. Seeing some action over here. Why? You didn't have any workers. That's the issue. It's a little bit interesting for me that we don't have any workers. We most certainly have the room. We have people living this entire area. And I even want to expand that a little. So if we say do something like this, right? And we extend our this, right? I don't want to necessarily connect that, so let's do a little something like this. And what I'll do is, as an interesting one, I will just kind of connect that up through there, and let's just get rid of this and that. Okay, so there's a bit of a connection through there also. So what I'll do is I'll pop in some more of this. Hopefully we'll get some more people living in this area. There we go. Get that in there. Fill in all of that. And like so. Let's make sure we've got the water running through here. Water connections through there, so that can fill in as the demand increases. Schooling though, I would think we probably need a little bit more of this. This is a community school that I'm gonna squeeze in. Where exactly? That's that side. Let's squeeze in a community school right over here. Nice. I think we're doing okay. The suburbs are filling in, but slowly. I'm still puzzled by the demand for workers, but no demand for residential. But that's it, guys. So we're starting to fill in our stuff. We've got a little bit of a concern with water right here, so let's squeeze that through there so we don't have that running into perpetuity. Oh no, no power. That was an interesting move right there. So let's make sure to connect those. This is heavily busy. Lots of tourists getting through here. I'm kind of wondering if we don't do a bit of a touristy area over here. So if we say, for interest's sakes, run something like that, and what we'll then do is we'll do a little meandering road like that, and is that feasible though? I like the idea of it. So what I want to do in here is let's quickly add an extra area in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually squeeze all of that into this area, and this area will be Holly Hills, and Holly Hills is going to have a tourism specialization. Yes, exactly, a tourism specialization in Holly Hills. And we're not going to high density Holly Hills. Holly Hills is just going to be like something like that. So I've got a bit of a tourism specialization going on over here. Excellent, it's starting to fill in, so let's make sure to get a bit of a water connection running through. It's supposed to be fairly low density, but yeah, tourism specialization is popping in the area. And I'm kind of wondering whether I'm cautious that is going to be some concern. So what we could potentially do is some cable cars or something over here. Also, we need to make sure that we make use of this, that this gets a little bit better usage, so that we don't get all of this queuing going on over here. Lots and lots of queuing into this direction now. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm sure this is low density. Yeah, it is low density, but it's still popping up nice big buildings over there though. Okay guys, I think that's it. That's enough for this episode. So I'm ExactChaos. This has been Cities Skylines exactly, and we're playing Green Cities. And yeah, how do you feel about the city thus far? What are you thinking about our new interchange, our new area? Yeah. And yeah, tell me, leave the comments down below and leave a like if you do like this series. Thank you. Bye bye.